The show that's filled with comedy and education about the information technology world. Join us every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on WinFM 98.9 FM. Join me, Naeem, and the rest of the cast on the Let's Talk IT Talk Show. You guys will have fun, I promise you that, and we hope to have you there one day. Hey, how was your day? Glad you could join us today. We got it with no time to play, with no time to wait, so we're gonna keep up the pace. Hey, most likely, y'all don't know about IT. I mean, like, most of the old folks, they don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Today we're talking IT.
Yeah, okay, hey, yeah.
Today we're talking IT.
Yeah, alright, ooh,
We're gonna keep it lively.
Okay.
Learning here is likely.
Hey.
When we're talking IT.
Hey.
IT.
Yeah, hey,
Today we're talking IT.
Know your computers, this for the viewers.
Today we're talking IT.
We are the tutors, we got the humor, yeah.
Today we're talking IT.
okay.
Learning here is likely.
Learn to hear
When
is
we're
likely,
talking IT.
so let's start IT.
Hey, welcome back to Let's Talk IT. Another episode after a whole month of missing out. We are back again with this show. And of course, you guys are probably wondering why Promo Plug is back in the studio. First of all, I'm not in the studio. Second of all, this is my studio, in my house, in my room. Third of all, we are in COVID times, guys. We are in COVID times. So we have to protect our friends and family. So we can't do such a thing. We can't go out and meet each other. I mean, if you guys want to go out, you could, but I'm saying. Anyways, so you guys are probably wondering why I have 5 new familiar faces here. 2 of which you probably guys have seen last year. One of them is from the Marine Drone competition that we had a few months ago. And another one is Michael Shaw, who you would have seen last year during our first Global Challenge 2020 Connecting Communities. Now, we also have another additional member who just joined us, Xavier Shaw. You guys have seen him probably a couple of times for the talk when we had about the VR and AR, how augmented reality can be used in real life. And also when we specifically spoke about game development with AR technology and VR technology. Now, you guys are probably wondering, what's this show about? Let's go right into it right now. So, let's start off with Shamar. Just introduce yourself. We're gonna start from Shamar, and then we're gonna go down the list. I'll call you guys out. Shamar.
Hey, good night, everybody. My name is Shama Pemberton. I am the current program coordinator, for the SKNRA, that's the St. Kitts Nevis Robotics Association. I am also here working with these talented people here for the upcoming first Global International competition.
All right. Michael.
Hi, I am Michael Shaw. I am a student of the Washington Natural High School. You've probably seen me multiple times. I've been on last year's robotics challenges, connecting community, as Sandra said, and you've probably seen me. I was actually a participant in the Marine Drone challenge that Shama was conducted.
Let's not forget,
And that's it.
also the champion. Let's just put that out
Oh,
there.
yes, great school, isn't it? And I guess that's it.
I can't hear you, Sanji.
Yeah.
This has become a habit for me. Not only in the studio, even at my own house now. I keep muting my mic, and I forget there's this big red button on here that says mute, and I keep muting myself. Anyways, I was saying, Patrina, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I am Patrina Pereira. This is my first time as a team member on the robotics team, and I attend the Sadler's Secondary School.
All right. Destiny.
Good night, everyone. My name is Destiny Harvey, and I have recently joined the SKNRA robotics team, and I attend Sadler Secondary School.
Awesome. Next one, Nikita.
Hi, good night. My name is Nikita Chamazaro, and I attend ICCS school, and I am a new member.
Awesome. Now last but not the least, we have our secondary mentor, and also I think he's been on the robotics team as either a team member or mentors since when we started 2017, when they went to Washington DC, 2018 in Mexico City. Whoa, Mexico City. I can't pronounce my words. 2019 Dubai, and last year with us in connecting communities, and this year, what's the theme again? Can someone correct me on that? Shama?
Discover, recover, and
Oh, perfect. So, Zav, introduce yourself, please.
hey everyone, my name is Xavier Shaw. As Sanjeev said, I was one of the original members for the St. Nevis robotics team. In 2017, I joined as team captain and a programmer. 2018, I was a programmer. 2019, I was, that was my first time mentoring. 2020 was my second time mentoring, and then this would be my third or second time mentoring, something like that. I'm a full-time programmer and now the vice chair of St. Nevis Robotics Association.
Awesome. So, let me get right into this. By the way, we never mentioned this. You guys are probably wondering why I'm here back in the studio, and I did mention that promo plug ended in May, but I'm here as a new character. It's crazy. And if you guys are wondering why Naeem Richardson is not here, well, due to technical issues and seeing that we were in quarantine, lockdown for the past 2-3 weeks, and due to technical issues, we have not been able to get that out of the way. So, Naeem Richardson should be returning back to the studio soon. So stay tuned for that. And until then, you guys are gonna get your new substitutory host. It's crazy on the block. So, without any further ado, guys, what is 2021's first global challenge about? Who wants to explain? One of the mentors.
I'll take this one. All right. So, just like Scrazy said, the 2021 first global competition more or less targets what we've had to experience due to the COVID-19 pandemic, right? As Xavier said a while ago, the theme this year is discover and recover. No, discover and recover doesn't mean you go around looting places filled with garbage and you recover the garbage and recycle, reduce. No. What it is, this year's challenge challenges each team to find a problem that has been created either environmentally, health-wise, economy-wise, and I'm missing one, educational, right? So there are 4 different areas the challenge this year targets. Now each team has to come up with has to identify, that's the discover a problem that currently exists. What in either one of those 4 fields, right? Then based on that problem, each team has to come up with a solution to rectify that problem by the use of STEM or STEAM methods, that's science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. So each team has to come up with a engineered, tested, and all the works project to solve the problem. This year's competition is made up of 3 different parts. So there's a solutions challenge, there's a CubeSat prototype, and there's a robotics challenge. Now, the one that we have currently been undertaking is the solutions challenge, which is the biggest part of the 2021 competition. And just to give a short little summary of what the solutions challenge entails, this is mainly the brainstorming, the implementing, and the brainstorming, the prototyping, and implementing of a solution to our identified problem. So the solutions challenge is all about identifying what the problem is, right? What problem facing our federation that we have identified and chosen to solve. From the brainstorming section of it, finding the problem, thinking of solutions, then it becoming to engineering some form of technology to combat this problem. So this involves the construction of the technology. It involves the testing, the remodifications until we come with a final project. Right. This year's competition is quite a lengthy one. It's a virtual challenge, and it runs over the span of 12 weeks. As I've said, we've already started being a part of the competition. We started in June, and is expected to end in September. So we have 12 long, full weeks of hard work behind us.
All right, that's amazing. Now, from what you're saying, actually have a follow up question to this. So, last year, for those who still remember, Michael was a part of last year's team as well. He was the flight tester, if I'm not wrong. Imagine I was the team captain, I can't remember what role you had.
Neither can I, but I remember the meaning of that role. It was just basically, I was the one that takes all the robotics, tests it, any problems. The robot was just like a crash dummy to me. So, see any
Yeah,
problems, help the engineer along the lines. I don't remember the name at all.
I think we gave it I think it was called, the role was called prototyper or flight tester, one of those. One of those. So we actually now the reason I brought this up is because last year's challenge was kind of different to what Zav would have witnessed the first 3 years he would have gone away. Is that when they had one single challenge to face. First time it was H2O flow, then they had the next one which was regards to electricity. I think it was renewable something, and then they had ocean opportunities. These three challenges had one specific challenge, and based off that challenge they had to create a bot that can solve this problem. But for last year we had, I think, 35 challenges overall,
Yep.
inclusive of like 5 to 10 STEM talks, 5 to 10 technical training sessions. On top of that, we had some entertainments in between. Like one of that was, I think it was.
If I remember one with Treadle.
Yeah,
the
one
music
was a
that we
music
made,
video we created. We actually created
Yeah.
a music video from scratch, which was crazy, and none of us are professionals in that field. None of us can cook, and we actually ended up cooking at Xavier Shah's and Michael Shah's house, which was for What's Cooking. Now, these are the type of challenges we did last year, and these are all based off the the term STEM. But as we in SKNR like to call it, it's STEAM, which is science, technology, engineering, arts, and maths. So now, with this in mind, I'm going to ask each of the team members some questions. Starting with Michael. Michael, you have answered this question last year, so it's just a redo. What does STEAM mean to you?
Oh dear, what did I had?
Speak from the heart.
Speak from the hat. It's not beaten. Well, Steam to me is a way that can change a way of life for anyone. It can make life easier, more efficient. It can help people medically. It's like an innovative way to do things. I love Steam very much. I'm more into the technology part. Can't really go off the top of my head right now, but
All right, that's actually a good
from me.
answer. It kind of seemed like you just read it off the script from last year.
For real?
Kind
I
of.
have good memory then.
All right then, Petrina, what does STEAM mean to you?
Well, for me, STEAM is a way for me to express myself and be creative, and also is a way to give back to my community.
All right, that's great. Destiny, what does STEAM mean to you?
team.
Yes, Destiny.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of throwing everyone on the spot just like I did last year. For those who want to see those episodes when we actually threw everyone under the bus with this question, you guys can go and check it out. I'm gonna link it down in the description below when this goes up on our Askinara page as well.
Please don't.
All right, Nikita. What does Steam mean to you?
Steam is a way for people that can learn, grow, help, overall expand on knowledge, personality, and friendship.
What he said is absolutely right. You could actually expand on your friendship as well. Because just as you guys know, last year we did make a couple of friends, if Michael can remember, with people in Grenada, Guyana, Venezuela, Zimbabwe, Malaysia, Italy, and Iran. So, guys, First Global is not only about creating something robotics wise and so on, it's also to make friends around the world, be diverse, to understand others and how they work things, because there is actually a quintillion ways to solve a problem, not just one or two ways. And that is the best part about First Global. And this is something I learned in 2019 when I was helping the team with their bot when they're taking to Dubai. Zav can actually enlighten us on that because he has actually traveled 3 times and has made a lot of friends overseas. So Zav, can you explain us in some?
Just to double check, do you want to hear from the friend side of Steam, from the technology side? What perspective am I giving?
Just give an overall aspect of Steam and how how First Global and Steam helped you connect with other persons around the world, and how you notice that Steam is used in a wide variety of ranges.
Right. Okay. So Steam, science, technology, engineering, arts, and maths. First Global is a company that, well, it's a non-profit organization that was founded by a man named Dean Kamen. Less known for, he made a wheelchair that can go upright on 2 wheels called the iRobot. More popular, he's the guy who made the Segway, if anyone remembers that thing. So, he's the guy who has a lot of background in specifically the medical side of Steam. He's made, a whole lot of inventions. I recommend people just search him up, Dean Kamen. Otherwise to that, First Global as a whole, the goal is to connect communities. Well, last year, even during COVID, the theme was connecting communities. The whole goal for First Global is to connect communities. It's literally bringing teams from, I think in 2019, we had 170 plus countries together to play, to play together on 3 teams, 3 persons per team, in a friendly competition where everyone can grow and learn together. So we've met, throughout the years, persons from, as Sanjeev said, Venezuela, we've met from Malaysia, we've met from Myanmar, so many different countries that we would not have ever had any contact with before. We're now, really proud to say we're friends with them. The more fun aspect of Steam is when you get into the engineering and the programming side, right? At least for me, because I'm a programmer. Helping to build tools to, develop your country forward. Last year, we made a tool for ICCS, the COVID screening tool, and that allowed us to, well, actually, Sanjeev could probably talk about it a bit better because he actually used the tool, but we built it to basically eliminate paper usage and to make recording data so much more efficient through a cell phone.
And I don't think that was the only one we did last year. We actually built an entire learning management system as well. For those who are actually wondering, a learning management system is basically an e-learning platform where you can learn things. Is that how you say it, definition, Zav?
Yeah, I think that's absolutely perfect. So Sanjeev spearheaded the team, if I remember correctly, alongside Dr. Neil, who's our first mentor on IITAE, to pretty much build a whole, school at home system to, save a high school and primary school from not knowing what to do during a pandemic. And these are stuff that they've been working on beforehand, So all the more need for STEAM to be integrated, not when a pandemic starts, but before the pandemic. Don't wait.
So if I'm not wrong, the plans we actually started making the plans even before the pandemic, but we took complete action during and also during the competition phase.
Yeah, that makes sense. I want to hear Shamar's thoughts on STEAM.
Oh yeah, we never asked him that question, did we? Shamar, what does STEAM mean to you?
I just find that y'all just put me on the spot for no reason. Okay, STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Now, well, this is something I acknowledged earlier this year, but I'm a big player when it comes to youth development, right? So what STEAM means to me is giving people the opportunity to do things that they once weren't able to do, right? For instance, dancers. Okay, let me just use an example for dancers, right? Dancing is a part of the arts. We don't, well, from my knowledge, we don't have any grand scale type of dancing here to say, okay, you can do this and then you go off, you go away, to build up on what you already have. Dancing down here is more of a, I want to say a side thing, but for some people it's actually more than that. But so STEAM for me is a doorway to creating more opportunities and more possibilities for each individual that decides to partake under it. And STEAM doesn't start, as we all know, and we know what STEAM is, right? STEAM starts from a baby is first able to talk, right? So the more we impound on that, the more we dive into that and refine it for ourselves, future references, future generations are going to have better opportunities, better possibilities, more successes, right? So that's what STEAM means to me.
All right, Shamar had everything planned and prepared. Zav, I don't think we threw him under the bus after all.
Nah, he was ready.
He came prepared because last year we did ask him some questions that he had no answer for. All right. So let me just get down to the spicy stuff. Last year, like Zav was team captain 2017, I was the team captain for 2020. Now we know who the team captain for this year is going to be, but we're not going to announce it yet. If you guys do, now this is the part where I come in as my usual self. Now, if you guys do want to check who the team captain for this year is, you guys can go check it out on the SKN Robotics page, not the SKNRA page. Well, maybe, are we going to put it on SKNRA page as well? Or Robotics page? Which one?
Both.
All right. You guys can go check both our SKNRA pages and Robotics, the SKN Robotics team pages on Instagram, Flickr, Facebook, and... Whoa. I'm confusing myself. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Flickr, and LinkedIn at SKNRA, the St. Kitts and Nevis Robotics Association, or SKN Robotics Association on YouTube. And also for our SKN Robotics team pages, which is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Go check it out and make sure to turn on your notifications so you get noted every time we make a post. Now, we do not know who the team captain is, so the mentors are going to have to take charge for this next question. Now, most persons who are following up on First Global, like myself, well, I'm a team mentor as well this year. So, here's a question for both of you. What is this thing I'm seeing as CubeSat?
You want to go, Shamar, or you want me to go?
Either of you.
I'll let Zav go. Zav, you take
Okay.
this one.
Man, I love the thought of CubeSats. So traditionally, launching satellites is extremely, extremely expensive, right? We're talking millions and millions of dollars, money I cannot see in my whole lifetime. That is insane to launch one or two satellites, right? So nowadays we have a new way of launching satellites. It is think of it as ride sharing with Uber. Well, we don't have Uber in tickets. Think of it as jumping onto a plane and each of your satellites is like a passenger. We're now launching satellites that can launch out other satellites. And one of the form factors we have is CubeSat. So CubeSat is literally a way of condensing, hopefully I'm talking about the right CubeSat. CubeSat is a way of condensing a satellite into a form factor that could be launched into space alongside a bunch of other satellites. This traditionally brings down the cost from what would have been somewhere around 100 million plus to like in 10 years, $1 million, and even maybe lower to as much as $10,000. That is an insane, insane difference. So CubeSat is just a way for us to launch more satellites at a cheaper price on the same rocket ship.
That completely reminds me of one person. If anyone knows me and knows how I speak on this show, should know that one person I'm thinking of right now who would actually think of some idea for this. Zav already knows who I'm thinking of.
I have no idea.
All right.
It's Big Man himself, of course.
See?
Yeah.
Sean, you know?
Are we thinking about the same person though?
I don't
Yeah,
think
with an E and an M?
I don't think so.
Oh no. No.
Is that an IL at the end?
IL?
IL.
We give up.
It's the big man himself, Elon Musk.
Oh yeah, EM.
Oh.
So
Yeah. So Elon's with so he's launching right now with the Heavy rocket. It is literally just called Falcon Heavy. He's launching. So Elon is launching satellites, right? He wants to give the world global internet through his product called Starlink. The thing is, and Elon is an absolutely brilliant man. He made a rocket. Well, of course not him, his whole company, his multi-billion-dollar company, but you know, they made a rocket where the first stage is the stage that usually gets past the Kármán line, or well, past the anyway, yeah. So the first stage lands back down, and that's reusable. One, you save a whole lot of money just doing that. Two, he's launching his satellites alongside other persons paying to launch their satellites. So other companies are paying him to launch their satellites, which he would have paid to launch his satellites anyway. He's ride sharing on his own rocket ship. Three, he's making something called Starship, which is an insanely large and 100% reusable rocket. You know, and that could launch at least, I think it's 50 to 80% more satellites off of the same ship. Again, 100% reusable, launching 80% more than he's currently launching, and everyone else is paying for it. Profits, right? This is why he's the richest man in the world now. Even Jeff Bezos can't hold a candle to him. Jeff Bezos being the dragon sitting down on his gold. Elon is over here spending his gold on Bitcoin. It's like insane. And we have other companies like Rocket Lab. They're launching much smaller rockets at much cheaper cost, specifically for CubeSat as well. And like, insane.
See, so pretty much everything, every time we talk about anything technology-wise, we always end up bringing Elon Musk because it somehow relates to him in the end. Somehow. So Zav just gave the best examples that you could possibly understand. And if you guys do not know anything about Starlink or anything, you guys can actually go and check it out. It's a very interesting thing to know about. So, now, I have some questions that are left to go. But before that, I'm going to have to go into break. So really quick, Shama, quick question to you. Is there any videos that we are going to be posting? Last year we had multiple videos. We had music videos, cooking videos. Is there videos coming out this year?
There are, well, for this year's competition, there's a bunch of documentation required, right? So there are a lot of recordings, a lot of note taking. So just stay tuned. You will be updated on everything that we're doing.
All right, guys. Once again, this is WinFM, Let's Talk IT. And tune in every other Tuesday on 98.9 Win FM to join your host, Naeem Richardson, as we uncover the various realms within IT and STEAM. We also go live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch at Win Media SKN. Let's Talk IT is also available on Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, and Spotify. To be updated on everything SKNRA and First Global with our St. Kitts and Nevis Robotics team for the First Global Challenge, Discover and Recover for 2021. You guys can go check out our socials, which are Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Flickr, and LinkedIn at SKNRA, the St. Kitts and Nevis Robotics Association, or SKN Robotics Association on YouTube. Also, go check out the teams page, the SKN Robotics team on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And to be updated with everything IITAE, the International Information Technology Academy of Excellence, go check it out our socials, which is Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at IITAE or IITAE Ltd. Now, a big shout out to our sponsors, SKNRA, the St. Kitts and Nevis Robotics Association, IITAE, the International Information Technology Academy of Excellence, and TDC. We'll be back after a short break.
Hey, how was your day? Glad you could join us today. We got it with no time to play, with no time to wait, so we're gonna keep up the pace. Hey, most likely, y'all don't know about IT. I mean, like, most of the old folks, they don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Today we're talking IT.
Yeah, okay, hey,
Today we're talking IT.
yeah, alright,
We're gonna keep it live.
Okay.
Learning here is likely.
Hey.
When we're talking IT.
Hey.
IT.
yeah, hey,
Today we're talking IT.
know your computers, this for the viewers.
Today we're talking IT.
We are the tutors, we got the humor, yeah.
Today we're talking IT.
okay.
Learning here is likely.
Learn to hear
When
is
we're
likely,
talking
so let's start IT. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Enrichi, or you guys might know me as Naeem, and you're about to listen to Let's Talk IT, the show that's filled with comedy and education about the information technology world. Join us every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on WinFM 98.9 FM. Join me, Naeem, and the rest of the cast on the Let's Talk IT talk show. You guys will have fun, I promise you that, and we hope to have you there one day. Hey, how was your day? Glad you could join us today. We got it with no time to play, with no time to wait, so we're gonna keep up the pace. Hey, most likely, y'all don't know about IT. I mean, like, most of the old folks, they don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Today we're talking IT.
Yeah, okay, hey,
Today we're talking IT.
yeah, alright,
We're gonna keep it live.
Okay.
Learning here is likely.
Hey.
When we're talking IT.
Hey.
IT.
yeah, hey,
Today we're talking IT.
know your computers, this for the viewers.
Today we're talking IT.
We are the tutors, we got the humor, yeah.
Today we're talking IT.
okay.
Learning here is likely.
Learn to hear
When
is
we're
likely,
talking IT.
so let's start IT.
1-0.
Yes, guys. So we're back once again. Let's Talk IT back again, guys. Let's do a real quick recap. We have the new team members of and the new team mentor of the 2021 First Global Challenge, where the St. Kitts and Nevis Robotics team is participating once again to demolish the competition. Now, this year's theme is Discover and Recover, and Zav and Shamar did give a little brief description of what this year's challenge is about, with the CubeSat satellites, the prototyping challenges, the robotics challenges, and so forth. Now, Shamar did mention we're going to have social media challenges, so you guys should go definitely check out our social media pages, especially our YouTube channel, because we're going to have all the videos up on there once again like last year. So, during the break, I did let everyone know I'm going to ask them a particular question, and Shamar was extremely excited to answer this. So I'm going to ask the question straight to him, starting with him. So, the question to you, Shamar, what do you aspire to be?
All right. So I really actually wanted this kind of question because mine actually kind of complicated, right? So, as you're growing up in school, everybody says, okay, find that one thing that you enjoy doing and, focus on that, whether it be mathematics, English, poetry, programming like Zav here, software engineering, being a technician, all kind of various sorts of stuff. Growing up, I've never had that one specific thing. I've always been jumping between. It was lawyer, prime minister, doctor, teacher. Eh, I've never had that one specific thing. So I came up with the philosophy that if since I can't choose one, I'll just do as much as I can. So my end goal, what I inspire to be, is a multi-business owner, ranging with a bunch of different types of businesses, not just one general manufacturing business. I manufacture this here, that here. No, I want a fully diverse, multinational firm setup. Right. So one place you might be able to get arts type of stuff. You might be able to get science type of stuff. I just want it to be diverse and just overall impactful.
We actually have a future billionaire right here in the making. Shamar, I'm referring you. So let's go straight to the next mentor who is also excited to answer this question. Zav, what do you aspire to be?
I feel like I'm a little bit too old for this question now. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what went wrong, but growing up, I wanted to be an animator, and now I'm a programmer. So there's that. I really love YouTube animations, so I learned to code, and it went all downhill from there. Now I'm a full-time programmer. So that's it.
I just like how that is literally me right now. Just that I wanted to be a programmer, but I ended up being an animator. The exact opposite story. So, let's go straight to the team members now. Michael, what do you aspire to be?
Well, since I was young until now, I'm still growing. I loved science. I really love science. I do all science subjects in school right now. I don't know a specific thing I want to do, but I'm hoping that going through First Global, I'll get to know. And that's it.
That's awesome. Patrina, same question goes to you.
Well, generally, I'm unaware of what I want to become because I'm still young. I'm still experiencing things, finding my likes and dislikes. But in mind, I am planning, focusing for now to become a systems analyst and really working towards that dream.
Awesome. Destiny.
I aspire to be a cybersecurity.
I am intrigued myself. If I'm not wrong, recently, one of our members of SKNRA, Zav, correct me if I'm wrong, one of our members in SKNRA, Jervik Lapsley, actually got a certification, CompTIA certification in A+, Network Plus, and Security Plus, right?
Yep. The guy is a genius.
Destiny, I think he is the perfect person you should communicate with because he's going the same direction. All right, last but not the least, Nikita, what do you aspire to be?
I plan to open a local repair shop for consoles, laptops, computers, mobile devices, and I'm already starting that path as I do it at home already.
That's awesome. Let me just clear this really quick. From the beginning of this episode, I have just waited for Nikita to just turn on his comms and go. Like, give me like one of those Call of Duty callouts in the game. Is it opt for going dark? One of it. Who plays Call of Duty? Or any of those games? I'm just waiting for one of those callouts to come out. Well, we actually have the entire lineup of gamers in here, so. All right, now let's go into serious business, guys. Serious business, especially the team members. You guys should start shivering after this question now. This next question, you need to start shivering. You guys ready? Michael says no, so I'm gonna start with him.
As you should, as you should.
Every
Alright.
time. It's been years. It's been years.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not wrong, last year I'm gonna try make an entire compilation of all the bloopers from last year's first global challenge. We had
I have some on my phone right now with you and Treadle when we was doing the if I remember the beatbox we was doing.
right. Anyways,
When you guys was
skipping away.
Yeah. I got you. I got you.
So we actually had a bunch of things that we can do, and that is the main thing about first global. Even the competition, we never tell you to just work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard. It is you need to work hard because that is how the competition goes. But at the same time, it doesn't make sense for you to just work hard without having fun. Now this is the same thing I told my team last year. Now I was talking about this to some of the mentors previously in the past few days, that as team members, you guys need to know that the competition does not mean you go full serious, just be fully focused, like kind of strict and stiff. Just loosen up, have fun. That's the main thing. Because last year, you can ask Michael right here. We had more fun than we actually did work. We had so much fun than doing work. And that is what made the work even more fun.
No, in the two of you, may surprise.
We had Zav as well.
Hi.
That's
And I think one of the most fun challenges that we did have last year was What's Cooking, which was at, like I mentioned earlier in the episode, was at Zav's and Michael's house. It was a bunch of us and we tried cooking, and none of us have ever cooked in our lives. And some of us haven't even held up kitchen cutlery. So you just see one of our team, lead engineer, try to just pick up a pork chop knife, and try to cut onions. So it was funny. The entire video was cringe. So these things is what makes memories. So reason I'm saying this is what one of the mentors should have said earlier. I know Zav was coming up to it. So Zav just stole his spotlight.
Well, hold on. Speak for yourself. I'm a 5-star Michelin chef, first of all.
No. That's why I said some of us. Because I know you can cook. I know Christina can cook.
I'm joking. Continue.
Wait, for real? Nah. I could bet that you and Michael know how to cook already. Both of you.
He makes the best toast.
I'll take
out
my
of all
W.
the family members. Yeah, he made out of all family members. Oh my gosh, I love his toast and butter.
It seems like we have another chef in here, Nikita. I think we should have a cook-off. Last year we actually did something like that. I don't know if Zav and Michael remember. We actually had a spicy food challenge to make things interesting. And it ended up being that it was me against Treadle, and both of us ended up, ended up sweating completely, and Treadle ended up having to sit down for an entire hour. Because that is how we are. We like to have fun. And there were other challenges and so on. Now this year's thing, I've been going through all the stuff with Shamara and the other mentors. This year is actually a lot more fun. You guys have some interesting challenges, and it's social media based as well. So you guys can make some really cool videos, and you guys can make some friends with other persons around the world, just like how Zav mentioned. Now that I've mentioned all of this, I have a serious question to ask you guys. Coming back to that, I know I gave you guys freedom for a bit in between, but it's back to the seriousness. I'm gonna start off with Shamar. I'm Michael. I took Shamar for a team member for a quick second there.
I should be on the team.
Unfortunately,
yes.
We have become too old. All right.
Yeah. People here, but we're gonna go with it.
All right. So for the team members, here's your question. What inspired you to join the team, and what do you expect to gain by the end of this competition? So starting off with Michael.
Well, I have a little background of being online a lot. Games, mostly games. Not really a social media person, but games. And when I talk about like where I'm from, St. Kitts, it's like it does not exist. No one knows about it. And it made me feel like really small. And in 2017, I had a family member. I'm not going to specify who that family member is,
I think we
but they
all know
went
by
to
now.
they went to the first global competition to represent St. Kitts, and somehow, boom, St. Kitts on the map. And I saw that as like a way for me to broaden everyone's version of St. Kitts, you know, St. Kitts and Nevis. Yeah, that's it.
All right, that's actually amazing. But what do you expect by the end of the competition?
Oh,
It's two questions in one.
uh, well, I guess like in last year's challenge theme, the connecting communities.
Mhm.
Everyone will have an outlet to talk to different places. Like world peace and the different themes, like cleaning up the environment, like this theme, cleaning up the environmental issues, pollution. We had pollution as a challenge last year too, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly,
we had all the
and
sustainable development
solutions.
goals last year.
Yeah, well, just the betterment for the world to improve what's going on in this current situation. Like, if I remember last year, there was a we had a challenge with rights with women being on
Yeah, we
workplace
actually
teams
had
and
that.
stuff, just making the world a way complete better place than it was before. New generation.
I am actually impressed. You remember last year's challenges.
I have a great memory.
As you should, as you should, since y'all had so much fun.
That is true. That is true. Actually, I don't think any of us have forgotten most of the things because some of the challenge, actually, this particular challenge you mentioned, which was for the ladies, we actually recorded that at ZZ. And I remember the team was awkward enough to not be able to speak or forget what I was saying. So that was actually quite interesting for all of us. So, guys, let's move on to the next person with the exact same question. Petrina, what inspired you to be on the team and what do you expect by the end of the competition?
Well, during last year's competition, I saw videos on Facebook and I think Instagram, and I saw that it was a lot of fun. And in all that fun, y'all were gaining experience and gaining knowledge. And because the challenge had already started, I had put it in my mind that this year I would try my best to join. And then this year, I saw the poster, it came out, and I saw it on Instagram. And when I read it, it said no prior experience is needed. And for me, I'm just starting with STEM. So that really motivated me to join, as I know I didn't have to have the experience because a lot of jobs, even up to jobs and stuff like that, ask you for experience. So I didn't have to have that, but I could still join the team and learn, gain experience, make friendships, stuff like that.
For those of you that need to know, just go on to sknra.org and sign up to be a part of the association. Simple stuff like these you won't be aware of. Just being out there.
And guys, just like Patrina said, you see, Patrina followed us on Instagram. Patrina followed us on Facebook. She followed us on Twitter. She followed us on Flickr, LinkedIn. This is why she knew we had a competition. The list goes on. So follow us on SKNRN, SKN Robotics team on Facebook, Instagram, Flickr, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So you guys never miss out any opportunities that we post out, and also never miss out on any opportunities. No, not opportunities, posts we make. So moving on to Destiny. Same question. What inspired you to join the team? And what do you expect by the end of the competition?
Well, I happened to see the post on Facebook. So I
Another
read it.
person.
And because technology is at the heart of everything we do, I like technology. I decided to join the team and to try gain experience and learn how to more maneuver technology and get a hold of it. And I expect to gain more experience at the end and advance my technological skills.
That's amazing. So, guys, once again, you guys heard it from Destiny and Petrina. You guys need to follow our social media pages if you haven't already. And turn on the notifications, just be notified. Nikita, same question to you. What inspired you to join the team and what do you expect by the end of the competition?
I joined the team to expand my knowledge further from what I already know. And by the end of the competition, I expect to do just that.
Amazing. Alright, guys. So, now, let me break something down. Zav and Shamar can back me up if I'm wrong. As far as I know, 2019, we placed first in the OECS and third in the Caribbean. Last year, 2020, Connecting Communities, we surpassed our records, broke records, placed first in the Caribbean, first in the OECS, and I think it was 31st in the world. And there was a particular moment in time when we placed second in the world last year. So this year, I want to hear it from all team members right now. Do you guys believe in yourself, believe in the team that you guys are going to break records once again?
Of course.
What?
That's not a question.
Of
Love the
course.
Love the energy.
Hey, it's just like we always say. Every year we have this thing. Wherever we go talk to anyone, they always have this to say to us. We smile, but we talawa. Everyone has said that. That's exactly how it's going to be. Alright, guys. I think it's time to wrap it up for today. But we will be back next week with more team members, more team mentors, and a pretty much update on everything First Global with our St. Kitts and Nevis Robotics team First Global Challenge with 2021 Discover and Recover. I'm your English. How do you pronounce his name? Yes.
Substitute?
Yeah, one of those words. Host, Crazy, Sanjeev Suresh, and these are our team mentors, Shama Pemberton and Xavier Shah, and our team members, Michael Shah, Petrina Pereira, Destiny Harvey, and Nikita Shevozero. I hope I got that right. Alright, guys, and just before we do end it off once again, guys, you guys heard it from our team members how they were able to find out about the competition and so forth. So, this is WinFM Let's Talk IT. Tune in every other Tuesday on 98.9 WinFM to join your hosts, Naim Richardson as Let's Talk IT is also available on Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcasts, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, and Spotify. To be updated on everything SKNRA, check out our socials, which are Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Flickr at SKNRA, the St. Kitts and Nevis Robotics Association, or SKN Robotics Association on YouTube. Now, you can also check out our robotics team page, which is on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at the SKN Robotics Team or SKN Robotics. Now, to be updated on everything IITAE, check out our socials, which are Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at IITAE or IIT Ltd. Now, a big shout out to our sponsors, SKNRA, the St. Kitts and Nevis Robotics Association, IITAE, the International Information Technology Academy of Excellence, and TDC. And until next time, peace out.
Hey, what? Hey, wrap it up. We're done already. Yeah, we wrap it up. Yeah.
Alright, going.
I'm Richie. Hey, yeah. Hope you had fun. Gotta go, yeah, we're done. Wrapping up another one. Being bored, that's unlikely. Next time we meet, yo, let's talk IT. Hey, saying let's talk IT. Yeah, let's talk IT. Yeah, being bored, that's unlikely. Next time we meet, yo, let's talk IT.